Hey, so I told you this video was coming. Last week we did a video on the best gifts under $100, and this week we are following up that with the best gifts under $50. A little bit more within everybody's price range, but there's still a lot of really good gifts that you can get. Once again, all of the links are in the description below, so if you see something that you like, go check it out, and let's just get started. $50 can actually get you a lot when it comes to camera equipment, camera filming equipment. Much like last time, we are going to get started with some lights. So, I actually own a lot of this $50 stuff. The very first thing that we are going to talk about is the Aperture M9. Now, the Aperture M9, as you can see, is this really small credit card sized light. It is the first and younger brother to the MC, which we showed last week, and this is a fantastic little thing to just have in a camera bag. So, that special somebody will very much appreciate just a nice little light. It doesn't change colors or anything, but you can get a pack with some gels, which will change it to any color, and those just snap on with this little diffuser on the front. Something a little different. This is the Aperture 198. It is quite a bit larger than the M9, and it's still right around that $50 price range. This one can potentially last a lot longer because it uses Sony NPF batteries, and it's a much bigger light source. I used to use this light for my key light for all of my video shoots, so it's pretty good light. It's really good to have, just in general, just to have. So you might want to look into this light as well. It's not quite as small and portable, but that might be a good thing. All right, so maybe you're not into lights, maybe they're not into lights, which, I mean, if they take photos and or videos, they really should be into lights because that's going to change their that's going to change everything. But maybe you just want to be safe. Maybe you just want something small. I don't really know your life. This is an SD card. Did you know that? I would hope so. I think everyone on the planet knows what an SD card is. An SD card is a really good little gift. Just like lighting, we go through a lot of storage and whatnot when we're out filming and taking photos and this and that, and it will never be a bad idea to have an extra SD card in our bag. This specific SD card is one that I would recommend. It's the SanDisk Extreme Pro. They're black, and black is good. But these SD cards work very well with the Sony cameras, but there's plenty of SD cards under $50. Just try to get the fastest one that you can. If you see, there's a little U3 on there. Look out for that one. But this one will be in the description below. Now, if you don't want to go the SD card route, maybe an SD card holder. Again, we go through a lot of storage. We have a lot of SD cards. So having a great way to store those SD cards would be a pretty good gift. These ones come in so many different shapes and sizes. The one that I would recommend is from Polar Pro. That one is waterproof, or water resistant at least. It's a really good one. It's pretty pricey for an SD card holder, but I mean, if you're gonna go and get them one gift, you might as well just max out your budget and get them this really nice high quality thing that they may or may not want to get themselves. The next thing you might want to look at getting them is a 5-in-1 reflector. I would show you mine, but it's like 6 feet tall, so it doesn't fit in this. So a 5-in-1 reflector can be this really nice thing to help them when they're in a pinch, or just in general, because they're really small or not small. They're lightweight. They're just super useful. They have 5 different like reflection type of things, diffuser. You know what it is. I've been showing you. This might be a fantastic gift to give somebody. Next up, we have the mini tripod. Small mini tripods are super useful. This one here is from Siriu. Another really popular one is from Manfrotto. That one is a lot smaller, it's like this big. But I like this one because it's telescopic and it's a really good like vlogging tripod. And not a lot of people are actually using this one. But a mini tripod is one of these things that may or may not be helpful. It's a really good thing to have just in case, and it's small enough to throw in your camera bag and forget about it until you actually need to use it. Da-da-da! A multi-tool. So a multi-tool of some sort would be super helpful. This is just about a necessity. You need to have one of these just in case anything happens. In case you need to cut something or tighten a screw or something. These small rig multi-tools are very helpful if you know that they have some sort of a rig. They constantly need to screw in things, like screw in their base plates or whatever. They need to screw a lot of things in. These small rig multi-tools are specifically designed for camera rigs. So they have a whole bunch of Allen wrenches and things of the sort to help you build your camera rig. Or just a general multi-tool like Leatherman or this one from Husky, which has knives and bottle openers and you know what it is. It's just a very nice thing to have. If you haven't got by now, I'm trying to give you these really useful items that they can just have in their camera bag in case they need them. And a multi-tool definitely fits that description. Was that worth it at all? I don't even know. So depending on their field of work, this next thing can be very, very useful. Long term even. So I don't know what your friend does, but maybe they film concerts or they are around a whole bunch of very loud sounds all the time. Anyway, these earplugs are very useful. I feel like a lot of people don't really consider earplugs ever, so having a really nice high quality earplugs is going to be super beneficial for them going down the ears long term and stuff. You don't want hear loss. So what they are, they're these little silicone, I think, earplugs, and these are the best ones on the market. They are very cheap, they fit very well within this $50 budget, and they are from Eargasm. They don't muffle your sound, they like reduce the volume of everything. So it's really cool. So if your friend, family member, you are around a whole bunch of very loud sounds, I would highly consider these Eargasm earplugs. Last one before we go into like general accessories, but it's kind of an accessory, a remote. You will have to know what camera system they are using, but a remote, especially a wireless remote, can be super helpful. So this remote is for Sony and it is fantastic. It's very cheap and it does everything. You can control your entire camera off of here. You can start, stop, can go through the menu. You can even zoom if your lens allows it. It's amazing. I would highly recommend this one from Sony, and I'm sure they have very similar ones for every other camera brand out there. Now, a couple random stuff here. This is a gray card. It's a very large gray card, which I think is very helpful because they also have these small credit card size gray cards where you just hold it up to the lens, I think. But having a large one gets more of like the scene, I felt like. So that's why I have this super big one. If you don't know anything about cameras and stuff, a gray card helps with colors. You have a whole video about gray cards, and I think I do. But trust me, someone that at least does video work would greatly appreciate a gray card because things change and you want your colors to be consistent throughout the entire video, no matter if you're filming in the daytime or nighttime, or if you're filming here or there, you just want your colors to be nice and consistent. It'll really show up in the skin tones. All right, next I have a strap, a camera strap. So you can obviously get them, the ones that go around your neck. I don't like those ones. This one just goes around my wrist, and then I have this little clip on the end so I can easily just clip it onto my camera and take it off, and I don't have to worry about anything. This one is fantastic. I love the look of this one, and it's like a paracord type thing, and I like how this one looks. But there's a whole variety on Amazon, and they are definitely under $50. You can get a couple of them, or you can get something like this. This is a small rig handle. It will probably only be useful if they have a cage on their camera, but what this does is it gives them something to grip onto. You can imagine how helpful that is, but being able to grip onto your camera from both sides gives more stable footage. And this one happens to look very nice. Normally they just come in wood, and you can have your own personal preference, but I'll leave a link to this one in the description. So that is all that I have for the main gifts. Next, let's look at some stocking stuffers. Now the stocking stuffers are really cheap stuff. They're kind of like $15-ish and under. Just these really small things. So maybe you can get them something for $50 and throw in a stocking stuffer. And these ones are kind of small things that you just don't want to buy. Cleaning kit. So cleaning kits come in a whole bunch of different shapes and sizes. There's these things, which are rocket blowers or something. Check out the description for whatever these are actually called. These are good for getting dust off of the lens and all of that. Then there's these things, which are lens wipes. There's these little things. There's these little things, which are like little brushes that they're all just like geared towards getting stuff off of your lens and cleaning your lenses and stuff like that. They are a necessity. They're a good thing. These are really great stocking stuffers. They are small things that we don't actually want to spend our money on, but they are a necessity. So get them for them so we don't have to spend our money on. Another fantastic stocking stuffer is gaff tape. This right here is a little itty bitty mini gaff tape, and gaff tape is just like duct tape, except it doesn't leave that adhesive left over. And this one is a little mini roll. So you use gaff tape for 1,000 different things. It's just this universal tool that may or may not come in handy. It's really cheap too. And then finally, as far as stocking stuffers are concerned, we have Velcro. This is like a Velcro zip tie. We have a lot of wires, a lot of Velcro. Just trust me, they would appreciate this. All right, so those are all of the gifts that I have for Christmas 2019. You should be able to order these things still, and they should be able to arrive within Christmas. It's coming close though, so you want to check out those links in the description because time is a-wasting. If you want to look at some more expensive gifts, last week I did a video on the top gift ideas under $100. So we're gonna double our price range. Go check that out in the corner or in the description below. Come back next week, leave a comment actually. What is your favorite gift? What gift ideas did I miss? So leave a comment in the description below, and that is all I have for you guys today. Be sure to like the video, subscribe because I know you're not subscribed, and trust me, I need you to be subscribed. I don't want to do this next year. I need a larger audience. Please subscribe. But that is all I have for you guys today. All right? Okay.